Just like that, we're back with another episode of the Soundcheck podcast. My co-host Dylan Reese isn't able to make it today. He's out playing some shows out on the road, but I am lucky enough to be joined by my good buddy JLaker, Joey Laker. Joey, a music producer, general winner, good guy, sweetheart, and someone who I'm lucky to call one of my friends along this journey of making music. Joey, how we doing over there?
Good, man. I like winner. I like a natural born winner. Is that what you said? Something
Yeah,
like that?
general winner, natural born
General.
winner. I feel
Okay.
like you go after it. You get it, you know?
I'll take it. I mean, fuck it. It's a good
How's your day
compliment.
going so far? You been working on any music today? I see you're in the studio over there.
Yeah, working on a little bit. Had played a quick little 9 this morning, 9 holes.
But yeah, you've been have you always played golf or is that a new thing for you?
Yeah, I've always played, but I've always been really, really bad. And somehow throughout my life, I've gotten worse. So, but I'd say about the last month, I said, we're done. It's time to lock the fuck in.
You're really locking in
Dude,
on
yeah,
it?
you've seen me golf. You were at the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, that's right. Yeah, you played with Ollie and Pat, and
yeah.
was there someone else on your team? Who am I forgetting?
Caleb Avery.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And
Caleb.
I think we got second to last in the tournament.
Yeah, dude, I remember someone paid to put Ollie in that like cow suit
Yeah,
for a swing.
dude, and he hit the shit out of it too.
Actually crushed it.
Yeah, he did probably his best shot of the day.
Is that the course that you play at, or is it a different one?
No. There's a course I like right by my crib that I play at. But yeah, it's a peaceful game. It does make you feel a little old when you're like, damn, I'm getting into golf. Like my hobbies are like chess and golf and like reading. It's like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, you're a big movie guy too, right?
I went to the movies last night.
What'd you see?
Young Washington.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay.
Like George Washington?
Yeah. Okay. I actually had this thought walking out because I don't know if you know much about him. Virginia fella.
Yeah.
How do us West Virginians feel about Virginians? Is that like the rival, or is that just like little bro? Like we're like
yeah, it's a little bro. I wouldn't say it's a rival.
No.
We hate like especially WVU. We hate Pitt. Like Pittsburgh's like the whole eat shit Pitt. Like Pittsburgh is our rivals because it's only like an hour and a half away from WVU. So it's like when they play, it's called the backyard brawl, and it gets messy. But yeah, there's always the whole like West Virginia thing. I think there's like a little bit of beef because people don't recognize West Virginia as a state. Like I'll tell people I'm from West Virginia. Bro, this happens all over. I'll be like, I'm from West Virginia. And they'll be like, oh yeah, I've got a couple friends that live in Virginia. And it's like, no. You know, it's like a different state.
Damn,
right?
So are you guys a little bro?
No. Virginia's little bro. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And also we're the good guys, you know, in the Civil War. That's why we split apart into two states because they still wanted to have slaves and shit. And we were like, hey, maybe don't do that, you guys.
Yeah.
You know? I'm pretty sure
you guys are the good people.
Yeah.
What side did Pennsylvania take?
I think they were with the North as well. Yeah. So can't hold that against them.
Okay.
Yeah. We just don't like their sports facility, you know?
I'll be honest though, what I found interesting about West Virginia is one, the capital is Charleston. I never even heard of Charleston, West Virginia. You think of Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah.
So I found that interesting. Also, state bird, the northern cardinal. My favorite bird.
Beautiful bird.
The most it's the red. It's West Virginia is a true diamond in the rough.
It really
People just don't
dude.
know it. I got to get out there.
Also because like the mountains here, they cause the roads to like there's no like major highways because it's so windy that a lot of like trucking, you know, like they build a highway so trucks can get to point A to point B most efficiently. They all just kind of go around West Virginia because the mountains make it really like windy and it takes forever to drive through it. So it's one of those states that I feel like you don't ever really go to it unless you like have a reason to go like visit somebody you know or like take a camping trip or something. Unless you like go out of your way to go to West Virginia. I feel like I don't know, just not a lot of people come through here and even know about it. So it really is a diamond in the rough, dude. It's beautiful here too.
Are you a camper?
Oh yeah. Oh
Are
yeah.
you?
Dude,
You
I
give
love
camp
pitching a
you
tent.
give camping yeah, yeah. You give camping vibes, but I've never, like, heard you've been like, "Oh, I'm going on a camping trip this weekend."
It's definitely been a while since I've been camping, and the winters here suck, and they feel like they last forever, so there's only a short window of time through the summer where it's, like, comfortable to go around here, but,
Yeah, yeah.
um, I do enjoy camping. It's been a while. Probably I didn't go I think I went maybe once last summer, but it's on the bucket list of things to get back after here soon.
I like it.
Um,
You're an outdoors man.
I love the outdoors. I love the outdoors. So I feel
Good.
like there's a lot to learn from the outdoors, you know? Just and a lot of peace to find out there.
There is. There really is.
A lot better than the indoors, you know? Get me out of these doors.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm completely on your side here.
I've got a question for you here. Just kind of speaking of golf, I didn't want to jump right into it. I didn't expect us to talk about golf that
Yeah.
soon, but um
Sorry.
little bit of insider information here. But I wanted to ask you, would you rather play a round of golf with Mr. Brown or take Mrs. Brown on a date?
Play a round of golf with Mr. Brown.
Do you even
Wait,
know what I'm referencing?
I think I do, but there's no way that you know the reference is how the fuck do you know that?
I did a little digging on you before
Dude,
the episode.
that is deep research. How is that even who could have even told you that?
I don't know. Well, let's not worry about that. Let's just worry about the answer here. We just got to get an answer and then we'll just skate
Um
on past this.
uh, um I don't think I'm super into the idea of taking married women on dates.
Respect.
Um so I'd probably play the round of golf.
Respect. That was a question that was sent in by a viewer. We'll just say that. Anyway, floating on now. Uh, we'll just leave that question in the past. No, I had a conversation with Victor, and he gave me.
Okay.
I told him earlier that I was doing a podcast with you.
Dude, even still, that's a deep pull even for him. Like
Yeah. I told him earlier we were doing a podcast, and I was like, "Do you have any like random Nardwar type of stories or questions I could bring up to him?" And he was like, "Yeah, mention golf. See if he would play around with Mr. Brown." I was like, "Okay." I think for anyone listening, that may be one of their high school teachers or something like that,
yeah,
or
when you said
golf.
that, I was like, there's no way that that's what you're talking about. I thought it was like a joke. I was like, what am I not getting? That's
Victor was
wild.
like laughing his ass off telling me that. So I was like, "All right, I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up." Um, what's new with you in the music world? You taking in any new trying to produce some, new instruments maybe or goals for the year that you're working on?
Um, man, kind of. I've been in the same kind of vein and bag lately. However, I think we've talked about this actually. I'm getting into the remix game, the house game, if you will. That's kind of been like my focus the last couple weeks. And what's weird is I've never like really been that big of a fan of that music until recently. And then I was like, I gotta get in on this. I was like, this is too good. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what I've been doing lately. So expect, I don't know what it looks like. It's not that thought out yet, but it's coming.
Dude, that lane of music is really fun to listen to and just really fun to be a part of. And it's something about it that's like, I don't know, you almost have to think less, you know?
It just feels good. You know what I mean?
Mhm. It does. You have to think less. And, I honestly didn't really, like, listen to it or get too into it until I got into, like, Mike's stuff where he was doing those remixes on his own stuff, and he said something that I thought was just really, like, kinda pieced it together with that lane of music, but he was like, it's, like, one of the oldest rooted forms of music, like, when you go back and look at, like, tribalism and just, when people are just kinda dancing around, like, it's like the oldest just, like, kinda beating on drums and, like, dancing, and it's almost like there can be something spiritual to it too, like, a lot of, like, religions have the whole, like, when they're praying and, like, singing to the gods, there's, like, someone banging on the drums and stuff, and I feel like there's a part of that that's carried into, like, modern house and dance music as well, and probably has something to do with, like, I don't know, it just feels like a part of someone's, like, nature, like, you just hear it and it's like, yeah, it's just, like, feels good.
Well, dude, I mean, I have no idea if there's any connection here, but all the tempos of it, it's like 110 to like 130, let's just say. Like low key, that is like if you're out partying or dancing or whatever, that's probably the beat of your heart. You know what I mean? That's like your heart's hitting
That's
110
so true.
BPMs for sure.
That's
Like
so true.
if you're crushing drugs all night, you're probably hitting 130. So
It's
there is
so
probably
true.
a sense of like I'm moving with the music.
That
You know
is
what I'm
so
saying?
true. Yeah.
It's crazy to think about.
Yeah, I didn't think about that either. Huh, that's interesting. Dude, do you wear, like, a Apple Watch or anything that tells you your heart rate?
I do, yeah, when I play physical things or like do
Sports or something?
physical, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't really like it. It kind of freaks me out,
Me too,
but I
dude.
do it. I still do it. I don't
Me
like
too.
to.
I have this Apple Watch, and, like, I've been trying to just be a little bit more physically healthy recently, like, just go to the gym, go on a run, play pickleball, whatever the hell it may be, and I wear it because I think it's cool to just track, like, "Oh, this is how far I ran," or, "This is how many
Yeah.
calories I burned," or whatever, it's cool to look at that, but it's also interesting seeing the, like, heart monitor shit. Um, this was, like dude, I wanna say this was, like, 2 weeks ago. Um Dude, like, in college there for some years, I was, like, having panic attacks all the time, like, I would just get all, like, anxious and, like, freaked out, and that doesn't really happen to me anymore. I may be good for, like, 1 of them a year, like, a really just, like,
Really?
get real anxious and my body just, like, freaks out a little bit. I'm good for maybe 1 of those a year, but it happened to me a couple weeks ago, dude. I was like I just had a stressful day and, like, one thing led to another, and I was just all anxious, and I could feel my heart, like, beating
Mm,
fast, right?
mm.
And I was like, "Man, I feel like I'm having a panic attack." And I looked at my Apple Watch, and I was just sitting down, and my heart rate was like 135.
Oh,
And that made me panic even worse, bro. I was like,
oh.
"Oh my god, I'm gonna have a heart attack or something." And it just made it worse, and, ever since then, I kinda took the watch off because I was like, "Yeah, that just, like, freaked me out."
So that was just sitting there.
Yeah, just sitting there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would I mean, dude, that would send you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. That definitely sent me a little bit. Still been working out, still been doing that, but just haven't been so OD about like, let me check the stats on how far
Are
I just ran.
are you still wearing it?
No, no,
Oh,
no,
you got scared straight.
no, no. Don't get me wrong. I actually would wear it. I think it just made I was having like a panic attack and it made it worse. So
Yeah.
I don't have any like aversion to wearing the Apple Watch. I think I took it off there and it died. And then I was like out of town for a week and I just haven't charged it yet. So I haven't been wearing
Me
it, but
me and you have that the same track mind as far as that goes because I have a friend specifically who checks that shit religiously, like constantly, but that's his anchor. Like he'll check and be like, "Okay, I'm fine. I'm not having a heart attack."
yeah.
So, I mean, if he looked at it and it was 130 sitting, he'd probably get sent. But
Yeah.
I mean, it can be a tool if you let it. But also, I feel like I don't even like. What's that thing they squeeze on you at the doctor? They like pump you up,
Oh, yeah, yeah, like the blood
and then
pressure compression thing.
you
Yeah.
feel the pulsing.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
dude, I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
hate it.
Does it feel like you're, like, trapped or something?
No, I just hate feeling my heartbeat.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Just let it do its thing.
yeah. Also, I actually it freaked me out more because I actually have a really slow heart rate normally, like, if I sleep with my Apple Watch on, I'll get notifications that say, like, low heart rate, and it'll get down in, like, the mid-30s, like, when I'm sleeping and shit,
That
which is, like
is
I
that
don't
good? I think that is good.
I think it is a good thing, yeah. I think that's a sign of, like, a healthy heart, like, if it has to beat less, and I think there's, like, health benefits to that too, like, they say even some of the animals that live longer, like a sea turtle, like, some of those, like, sea turtles that live to be, like, 200 years old, their
Yeah.
heart rate is, like, a beat per minute or some crazy shit like that, so I think there is a and, like, stuff like, a rabbit lives not that long and its heart rate I think there is a correlation to, like, heart rate and, uh, length of your life.
Did you ever watch that hummingbird documentary I sent you?
I did, yeah, maybe I didn't finish it, but I feel like I watched, like, 75% of it.
What they got like the fastest beating hearts like of any creature ever or something. I don't know what the
Yeah.
lifespan on those bitches are, but
They're zooming for sure, though.
they're
Let's see if we
pumping.
give one of those fuckers an Apple Watch, what'll happen to it.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, we got to
Uh,
go to that festival in Florida. Is that where it is? The
yes,
Hummingbird
dude.
Fest or something?
Yeah, there's, like, a hummingbird fest where they, yeah, you, like, put on those hats with the feeders on them and let
Dude,
the
yeah, we got to
hummingbirds
do
come and,
that.
like dude, that would be so much fun. Those birds are beautiful. I think it's in Naples, Florida, if I'm remembering correctly, because I think they migrate all the way to the Florida Keys, if I'm remembering correctly. So, I think they stop there at Naples. It's, like, Southern Florida somewhere.
Yeah, we gotta look into when that is because we gotta plan those dates. That's coming
Yeah,
up,
I
I'm
agree.
sure.
I agree. Yeah, we talked about that Lister's documentary on the podcast a couple times. We've brought
Oh,
it up
really?
and mentioned it. Yeah,
So the
dude.
world knows you're a bird guy.
The world knows I'm a bird guy.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
I'm I'm recently in the space,
yeah.
recently
It's
getting
a
into it, but
it's
I've
a
diving in
beautiful
head
space.
first.
You got a book or 2, didn't you?
I got 2 or 3. Yep, yep,
Did you
making my way
dive
through.
into them? Have you read through them very far?
One's like a picture book, so I haven't really opened it.
Okay.
One is like really boring. Not that birds are boring. It's just not much story going on here. Just a lot of facts, and I'm a bit of a slower guy, so you throw a lot of details and facts at me. It's hard for me to. It's just words on a page.
Yeah, yeah,
Um. So, but yeah, I'm trying to learn, trying to get it. I'm more observant of them. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, dude, I feel you. If it's just, like, word slop on a page, I'll have to read it, like, 3 or 4 times before I'm like,
I'll
"Okay,
tell you
I
what.
got it."
There's been nights where I've read that book for probably 20 minutes, and I look up and I go, I read 10 pages. I don't know a single word that was said.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
could not.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, dude. But I agree, the documentary made me at least more observant of birds as well, like, just going out and noticing them, and, I wish I knew what they were. I find myself, like, looking at a bird sometimes and being like, "Damn, that's a cool ass bird." I wish I could, like,
Do you?
document that I saw it and start keeping
Do
a list.
We'll get the app. Get the what
Oh,
birder?
dude, yeah, I need to get the app.
I
I
think
forgot
I
about
have
that.
it. I don't use it, but I have it.
I wonder, is there a way I guess, yeah, there's probably a way to just, like, take a picture of a bird and figure out what it is, even if you run it through ChatGPT or something, like, you can figure
Yeah,
out what it is. But I
yeah,
wonder
I'm
if that's
sure.
built into the app. I would honestly like to go in there and, see the people talking in the community as
I
well.
know, I know.
Like
That's what I want to see.
yeah, because
Because
they were
people,
talking about, like, people were like, "You didn't see that bird there, it's not the right time of
dude, yeah,
year."
they talk shit. They're like,
Yeah,
it's competitive.
yeah, yeah. Competitive bird watching, bro.
I'm here for it though. Like whatever makes people get up and go. I'm down for it.
Yeah. Yeah, and what a good, like, wholesome thing to get up and go for as well,
Dude, yeah. Just
you
get up,
know?
pour yourself a nice cup of joe and grab the binoculars and head to the backyard. You know what I mean? Like it's
There's no way you couldn't be happy. Like, there's no way you
no
couldn't be stress-free, just, "Oh, hey, what are you doing today? Gotta go catch a couple cardinals down the
nightingales.
street, nightingales down the street, I heard they were here this time of year, just gonna go poke around a little bit."
Yeah, dude.
That sounds way better than most things.
Do you think what do you think your old not old, but what do you think your like do you have any goals or aspirations outside of music in your life? Like what are you like I would like maybe not even goals, but just like I would like to get into this. Like I would like to do this. You know what I'm saying? Kind of.
Mm, yeah, that's a good question. Huh. I mean, this is the easy, like, cop out answer, but just traveling and seeing the world, like, I love looking at history, like, I
Mm,
know I love, like, going to old, like, ancient ruins and shit and just learning about, like, what happened there, so I think I would love to just I think maybe if it wasn't music, I would try to be one of those guys that's like, have you seen the travel influencers where they'll, like, just go somewhere and it'll be like a YouTube video and it'll be like, trying food in Bangladesh or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
and you just watch those videos of them in these different countries or there's a dude who just, like, uh, I think he, like, biked across Afghanistan just like it was just
Damn.
like him on a bike. Yeah, and it showed him, like, sleeping in all these crazy houses. He's just kinda, like, on the floor with a blanket, and then all this, like, going through, like, border police and, it's just, like, it seemed really interesting. It seemed kinda dangerous, but I think, I'm kinda fascinated by the idea by, like, the big idea of the world as a whole,
Mm.
you know? So, I think I would just go out there and try to see some shit. I think that my current life, like, doesn't really, like, how am I gonna make an album when I'm fucking biking across Afghanistan? You know?
Yeah,
So,
right.
my current life doesn't allow for that, but I think, I would be interested in doing something like that. Not like and when I say travel, I think it's easy to think like, "Oh, luxury travel, we booked a yacht and wherever the fuck." I just mean like
You're trying
you
to get in it.
yeah, yeah, like you just grab a backpack and a bike and
Yeah,
just go. Yeah.
yeah. Dude, there's, like, you would do, like, those what do you call it? Like, backpacking trips? I don't know. Like, you would do those, like, would you do, like, Everest?
I would do those. I've heard like I don't know. I've that would be interesting. I've heard that those like guides, like the Everest like Sherpa guides are like it's like terrible the treatment they get. Apparently like these Sherpa people who like escort people up Everest, so many of them die every year and it's kind of like
The
supposed to be like a
guides die?
yeah, yeah. It's like these people that are native to the area guide people up the mountain and apparently they're just treated like shit. Like I think there's a whole documentary on this, or maybe just like a YouTube video about these guys who give the Everest tours. Their lives are like fucking hard, and
Yeah, I mean,
um, I
that's
don't know. Like I like the idea of like yeah, like I would peak Everest, but I don't like the idea of like, well, for me to get here, I had to make some other dude fucking like suffer. That feels like it kind of strips away
are
the
they doing
achievement a
it
little bit.
against their will?
No, I think they're doing it for money, but, like, I guess that yeah, I think that changes it, but, yeah, I would do that. I would
But
I would do the backpacking thing.
it's an underpaid job regardless because there's no amount of money you could ever pay me to be like, "I'm gonna climb Everest."
Yeah, and be like, "I could die." Like, I might die. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and I'm sure it's not like once you know the route, you're straight. I'm pretty sure it's like this is a serious risk every time we run it
Yeah,
type of
I
deal.
think so. I think so. Yeah, I think there's even a part of it I'm probably saying it wrong, I don't actually know what it's called, but there's a part of the Everest climb that's literally referred to as, like, Death Canyon or something, where
Yeah,
it's
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
where
something
it's
like
like
that.
everybody dies here, like, "Holy fuck, dude, maybe I don't wanna apply for this job."
No.
Um, yeah, I would do shit like that within reason. Like, some of those guys, some of those, like, adrenaline junkie dudes, they start doing shit that just seems like it's off the rails, you
No
know?
good for anyone.
Yeah, no good for anyone. So I don't think I'm interested in any of that. But how about you? If you weren't working in music, what do you think interests you?
My shit's not as cool. I got a laundry list of
Okay.
things I would like to do. For starters, and this will happen. It's just a matter of when.
All right.
Maybe late 40s, like 45. I'm gonna become a basketball coach. Hopefully, like a high level high school. Maybe like I can get into have some junior college success. Maybe a small D1 program. Um, that'd be great. That's gonna be probably the bulk of my 40s, 50s. I think 60s. I think I'd like to get into like movies, like maybe like writing. Directing seems like a lot. Not super into that. 70s, I'll go author. That's like I'll have a nice study get really into like scotch or cigars or something and just write books.
Damn, I like that. I like that. That all feels very, at least the writing part feels super cozy. Dude, the basketball coach thing, dude, I wish. You know, it would be so much fun is if we were all like living in Nashville and everybody had their own like little league team that we coached and then played against each other.
Dude.
Bro, that would be so much fun to have like our own little league teams and then have a league where our teams play against each
Bro,
other.
that is such a good idea.
That would be a blast. That would be a blast.
I mean, they just wouldn't let a bunch of unqualified people coach all these teams, but
I feel
it'd be
like they
tough to pull
would
off.
actually, like the YMCA, at least the local YMCA here, they do a league like that for the kids. And if you want to coach, you can pretty much just sign up and be like, "Yeah, I'd like to coach a team." I'm pretty sure you
Dude.
can just do that.
Now, is this like the kids sign up or is there a draft? I remember when I played baseball, I got drafted.
There is a drafting process. Yeah. Yeah.
See, that would be fun. The draft room would be,
oh my god,
be crazy.
The draft room with the fellas were just fighting over like the biggest 12-year-old
trading picks and
trading picks.
dude.
Yeah, and you're a big basketball guy in general, right? Hence, is that where the Laker and JLaker comes from?
Yeah, as lame as that is, that's where it comes from.
That's great. I'm a Lakers fan as well. You grew up a Lakers fan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diehard, born and bred. I'm currently a little
Um,
frustrated at our current situation, but
yeah, how do you feel about LeBron? I think he's packing up. I think he's heading out of there, right? That's what the rumor is.
he declined the player option. He's gone. We don't know where he's going. It feels like I've never been in this situation, but this is what I would imagine your wife leaving you feels like. Like it doesn't feel good. You know what I mean? I'm not like thrilled about it or happy.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt seeing him on another team. Everything's gonna remind me of him. You know?
Damn, dude. It's like seeing your ex-wife out with the new boyfriend. Like, fuck.
Yeah. And I wanna hate him. I wanna be angry, but I know that's a me thing. You know, I gotta let that go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. He did bring a ring to the organization. A
As
bubble
most
ring.
marriages do, you know?
Yeah.
Good marriages do.
Wow, dude, it's actually really comparable to a marriage.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
It's poetic, really.
Let me ask you a question here. If you had to put together your own team, like let's say NBA team, starting five players, but let's do 2005 and beyond.
Okay.
Who are you building your starting five with?
Is this Lakers or just across the board?
Yeah. Oh, any player? Yeah, any player. But let's just say if it changes anything, they are playing for the Lakers organization.
Right.
Yeah, but you can, any player. Yeah.
The dickhead in me just wants to answer with 5 actual Lakers just to be that guy.
Say those are my guys.
I'll give you a real answer. 2005, I don't even remember like does Allen Iverson count? It's that he in that era?
I think so. I actually don't know about Allen Iverson, but
All right.
yeah,
I'm just gonna rattle them off, and if people get mad, that's fine.
Yeah.
The guard, I'm running. I think I'm going AI.
Okay.
No, sorry. What the hell am I talking about? I'm going Steph Curry.
Okay.
What the hell am I talking about? 2, I'm going Kobe. 3, I'm going LeBron. 4, I'm going KD. And 5, I mean, it's dealer's choice. I'm going to have some fun here, and I'm going Wemby.
Oh, dude.
Who's beating that team?
Dude, yeah, that's dangerous.
Who's beating that team?
That's dangerous. I think mine would be similar, other than, honestly, dude, I think I would take Kyrie over Curry.
Oh, that's good.
I really think I would take Kyrie. Dude, he's one of my favorite players. That dude is, I think he's just, I feel like he didn't have the career that he could have had. I wish he never left LeBron in Cleveland. That was a mistake.
Yeah.
That was a mistake. But you said, let's see here. Steph, KD,
Kobe,
LeBron, Kobe, and Wemby.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
It's a good team, man.
That is a good team. That is a good team. I think they could be beat by 5 clones of Kyle Kuzma, though.
They could be. They could. That Kuzma, a team of Kuzmas would beat anybody. It's
A team of
unfair.
Kuzmas is the trump card of basketball teams.
That's my guy. Love Kuzma.
Yeah, dude. Let's see. I've got another little piece of information here on you from Victor. Maybe I'll bring it up here. Well, it shouldn't be as awkward as the last one.
I was just confused. That was too deep of a cut. I was like, there's no way that you are talking about what I'm thinking.
It was way too deep of a cut to just bring up like that.
Yeah.
He told me that back in the day, somehow you found Metro Boomin's email and that you would send him beats.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that you had some sort of like software to see if people open the emails.
I did. Yeah.
Walk me through that process.
What's funny too is I don't even know if I had a computer at this point. I was just making beats on GarageBand on an iPad, and I don't know how. I used to buy like email lists of like rappers and stuff, and it was like somehow or maybe it wasn't even that, but somehow I got Metro's email, and I would send him beats all the time and be like, we should collab, like let's do whatever. And I had something on my computer or my email that told me who could, like, how many times they opened your email and how many times they read it or if they click links. And I got a response, and it was the only response I ever got was no collabs. It just said no collabs. It didn't say your shit sucks. So that was that was promising. I was like, all right, yeah, I get it. Yeah. Right place, wrong time. But
like, all right, yeah, I'm not taking collabs here.
But yeah, dude, I used to send beats to everyone you could possibly imagine.
Yeah, I respect the hustle.
Didn't land one, but
do you think the beats, just like looking back on it now, do you think the beats weren't great, or
yeah, the beats
do you think
were bad.
It was just wrong approach?
Both, for sure. The beats were bad, but also that's a 1 in a million shot regardless.
Yeah.
Even if it's the best beat ever, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Who's gonna like open an email and be like, damn, I gotta sign this kid or something, you know?
Dude, even me, like I'll get like people will send me loops or whatever, and like if I don't know them, I'm not clicking them. I just open the email to get rid of the clutter, and then I don't like even click them.
Yeah.
And nobody sends me shit. You know what I mean? So Future probably it gets a billion emails a day of beats at that time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was just, but that's all I knew how to do. I was like, I don't know how else to do this. Come up.
Yeah. When you were starting off, like back then when you were doing shit like that, like I don't know too much about the town that you guys grew up in because I haven't really been there or anything, but is there any sort of like a music scene there, or did you feel pretty like disconnected to it? Or were there like people around kind of like making music? Because I know for me in West Virginia, I was doing like similar shit, like finding email lists and like trying to get a hold of artists or whatever, because it felt like that was the only way to reach people, because there wasn't some like local guy where he's like, oh yeah, like my uncle works down at Sony, like he'll introduce you to people. That just like didn't really exist here. But was it the same for you guys?
In the early days, yeah, that's how it was, and why I was just emailing. But me and Victor, we found a pocket of, if you rapped in Colorado Springs or like outside of it, even like the Colorado area, we knew who you were. We worked with you. You know what I mean? Like we were pretty tapped in at that time, and like we were in. Those guys I still talk to those guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I think I credit a lot of my like the success and my strengths now to that, because like when you just have like an array of like, it was probably like 10 people that we worked with, like a lot, but when you have 10 people at such a like, while you're figuring it out, you're just thrown into water and you're like, I don't even know what I'm doing. So like and then they want things this way and that way. So it was a challenge, but I think that's what like um it pushed me to like get away from like making there's a difference between making beats and making songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um and so that's I learned a lot that way. Um and all those dudes gave me the confidence too, because I mean the beats were probably at that point still not good either and shouldn't have been used, but they all did it. So it was like, you know what I mean? Especially
Yeah.
Victor. That dude has jumped on the most bullshit shit ever because he's just trying to be the homie and help me out. But
Just, like,
yeah,
lifting
man.
you up and pushing you, dude. Yeah, that's what it takes
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes it takes, like, people around you, telling you that you've got it, even when you look back and you're like, "I didn't have it," you know? But, like, when you,
Yeah.
like, look back and just people that, like, supported you, it really does take that because it's it's so easy to, like, get discouraged in music, dude. Like, it's so because I feel like we're so kind of, like, emotionally attached to the shit that we make. Like, we want it to be great, like, we want it to be so good that it can hurt your feelings whenever it's, like, not great and someone tells you it's not great. So, I definitely know what you're saying with, like, sometimes early on, if there's someone that just gives you, like, a little push of, like, support or motivation, it can really carry a long way.
Dude, yeah. And the inverse is true, right? The if somebody's shitting on you in those developmental times, you're like, damn, I am kind of ass. You take it all literal. Like
Yeah.
if somebody tells you now, like, yo, I didn't fuck with that song, you're probably like, all right, cool, like that's fine, like I don't care. But if somebody told you I don't fuck with that song back when you only had 5 songs, you take that shit to heart.
Yeah.
You still
Like,
might, but
if someone told me now, like, I don't fuck with that song, I'm kinda just like, "Okay," like, it's not for everybody. Some people like country, some people like dance, some people like rap. There's people that's gonna hear the music and just be like, "Yeah, I just don't like that." But, yeah, back then, if someone said, "I don't like this song," I probably would've been like, "Well, why? Like, what do you not what don't you like about it? Is it the drums? Is it my voice? Is it the
yeah.
writing? Like, what do I need to fix for you to like this?"
Mhm.
You know?
Do
Fucking
you feel like you're able to kind of detach from result now, or do you struggle with that?
I'm definitely still working on it, but I think I have gotten better at detaching from it. Like, um, and maybe result, no, but just the comparison of result. Like, I would put out a song and see the streams, and then I would go look at one of my peers who put out a song, and like if it was streaming more than mine, I'd be like, "Oh, why isn't my song doing that? And what am I doing wrong that they're, you know?" And I think that that's like a pretty unhealthy way to live and unhealthy way to create. It's just like a jealous mindset. So I'll still, like, check my stats from a point of, like, how is this song of mine performing compared to another song of mine? But
Mhm.
I try not to look at streams from a point of, like, well, how am I doing compared to somebody else, you
Like a
know?
validation thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Um, and I don't know, does it work the same way in the producer world? Like, you guys have platforms where you can, like, see streams on shit that you produce, like, do you feel like you look into that shit as well or not really?
Yeah, hell yeah. Dude, I was just talking to somebody about this recently. I'm not gonna say the song name, but I have a song that I made the beat like legitimately in 5 minutes and was like not it could in my head I was like I could have done better and I was like whatever and then the song came out and I was like it's cool whatever but that's certainly not my best foot forward. The song streamed really well and I was like and now I when I like I'll throw it on I'll listen to it I'm like this is good. You know what I mean? I'm like
Yeah.
I really did do something here. But if it did 10 streams, I would sit there and be like, that's ass. But it performed, so I'm like, maybe I'm wrong and maybe it is good. And so then I like think it is good. You know what I'm saying?
Right, like how well the song does is kind of a check for you on if the song is good or not. Like,
Yeah, I'm like,
did
it
I
is
make
good.
something good?
But that's usually goes only that way. There's some songs that don't stream good that I'm like, I know this shit is good. It
Yeah,
just it for whatever reason does, but that doesn't matter to me. Dude, at the end nowadays I'm really just making music for my what I like with my friends, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Or people I'm working with. It's like if I fuck with it, that's if I fuck with it and the artist fucks with it, we won. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Dude, yeah, that is the most healthy way to, like, find validation in music is, like, if you just created something that when you listen to it, you're like, "This is dope, this is sick, I love this," you should already be validated with the song. Anything after that is, like, cool, like, people like it, it's streaming well or it's not streaming well, it doesn't matter either way because like, we made something that we love, you know? If you can get to, like if you can get to that point, I feel like it's the healthiest way to just create shit and feel happy about what you're making.
The crazy thing too is you'd be surprised because numbers are sometimes deceiving because like on tour we'll play songs that like aren't big streamers and or maybe just didn't have a big moment. And dude, they're some of the loudest songs. Like they really people know them, people love them. And hearing it, you're like, damn, I thought this song like didn't everybody hated it, but it's like no, like so it doesn't always reflect, and that's a weird like thing to like conceptualize. You know what I mean?
So true. Dude, it's so true. I've seen the same thing with some of my tunes. It's like some of the sleepers, like deep album cuts are the ones
Hmm.
that people are like, "Fuck yeah," like they're singing every word.
Yeah,
And then like do one of the bigger ones, it's like, "Where'd all the energy go?" It's like, you
yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah, it's really true. And you never know how much weird shit is going on with like Spotify algorithms. Like um there's even like songs of mine that I can tell streamed less than other songs. But when I talk to my fans and I'm like, "Oh, what are some of your favorite songs?" Like, I hear people enjoying the less streamed song more, but I know that there's just a weird, like, algorithm thing where sometimes a song will catch and Spotify will, like, show it to more people, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're fans, you know?
Right, right, right.
It's like there's a lot of artists who are like, myself included, but I think everybody has seen it the last couple years the like monthly listeners dropping. Like so many artists who I talk to, they're like, 2 years ago I had 1 million monthly listeners and now I've got 600,000.
Hmm.
I don't think 400,000 people just upped and left
No,
from
right.
caring about your music. Like that just
Yeah.
didn't happen. It was just a weird Spotify algorithm thing where they stop showing your song to random people once or twice. Um,
Right.
so I think the same thing happens with songs, and that's why it's important to like not get too caught up in the streams because at the end of the day, I don't think it always like really reflects how people are feeling.
No, it doesn't. But I understand the trap that people fall in with that because it is kind of like your street cred or your face card as far as like what works. And it's like a pretty shitty metric, but it kind of is the only one we have like right now.
Mhm.
So it's like it's yeah, unfortunate that people get like
Too wrapped up in that shit.
yeah, yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
Yep. I do agree. Let's see. I've got a couple more I've got a couple more little tidbits of information from V Wells here. Not to,
Okay.
not to keep throwing you on the spot. He
All
was
right.
just dumping some information on me. I think this is actually some good shit that I'd like to hear. Like to hear if you have any memories on this. He told me something about a hangout spot at the Wolf Ranch Cordera construction site.
Okay.
And he said you guys would pull that old gold Chevy Silverado of yours up to this construction site and drop the tailgate down. And he said this was where he gave you your first miniature MIDI keyboard.
Yeah. Yeah,
The hell
yeah.
was going on? Why were you guys hanging out at a construction site, passing around MIDI keyboards? What the hell's happening over there?
It was basically just this spot. It was like just construction dirt. There was nothing there. So it was a spot that everybody would kind of go to party. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because
Yeah.
you're never going to get in trouble because nobody's ever there. Nobody's
Right.
going there. There's no reason to be there.
Underage
It's
partying? I'm guessing like is this like a high school thing?
yes. Yeah, like
Okay, okay.
probably like yeah, about that time.
Okay.
And I want to say like it was I just gotten a computer and was starting to make beats that way. And I think maybe I know he had a MIDI, and I think I like liked it a lot. And just randomly we were there chilling, and he just gets out of his car and he like presents me this like MIDI keyboard, and I was like, and he's like, keep going. He's like I believe in you. He's like, this is like you can do this. He's like, I believe in it. And it's like we talked about earlier. That kind of shit is so pivotal and important in like your trajectory of like success in something, like people believing in you. Um, and again, he had no reason to do that other than he's just the most solid dude ever. But
That's nice, dude.
yeah, it
How
was.
far was this construction site from your all's home? Like, would you drive like an hour to get there? 30 minutes? Was it pretty close?
No, it was close. It was in our radius. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? 15-minute radius.
Would they ever leave the would they like leave the excavators out and shit? Could you ever like jump on them?
Dude, no, that would be crazy though. I was kind of like I don't know. That would have been. I'd have felt bad about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like whipping excavators, because if I was the one who ruined that spot for everyone and like got the block hot, that's
Yeah.
tough. That's a bad
Yeah.
look. You know what I
Yeah, that
mean?
is a bad look.
It's like we got a good thing going. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
keep it
yeah.
keep it tight.
Keep it above the belt, I think
Yeah.
is what they say.
Yeah.
Um, we had a spot like that out here called Bear Ridge, just some
Mm,
random like I don't know, Bear Ridge, just like a
yeah.
road where we would go and like party in high school. And one time the spot got blown up real bad. Cops showed
Whoa.
up, big
A sting
party,
op.
big sting op, dude. Cops showed up and they said, "This is the biggest party we busted in 25 years."
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you get pinched?
So they did a thing where if you drove there and there was still someone sober, they would let you leave
Mm,
after they like called your parents or something.
mhm,
So we
mhm.
like called one of my buddy's parents and they were like, "Yeah, it's good. They can leave, da 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 da." So we actually just got away like scot free a little bit. Um, but some of the other folks, yeah, they were hammered. They drove there. I think they maybe had to spend a night in the tank or something, you
Dang.
know? Yeah. There was a foreign exchange kid, he came over, high school, and I guess they have a strict like foreign exchange rule where like if any of those kids are caught drinking, they just send them back home.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude, they're like, yeah, like any sort of like, cause like it's like a misdemeanor, I guess. It's like so, um, they were like I remember the whole time they were here partying with us, they were very scared about, like, if we get caught drinking, they will send us back and whatever, and
Whoa.
not to, like, butcher an accent or something,
Yeah.
but I remember my buddy Mickey, he's from Denmark, bro. He came up over this hill because everyone ran into the woods. He came over the hill and, like, cop lights were, like, shining on his
No.
face, and he was crying, and he goes, "They are going to send me back," and I was like, "Oh, fuck, Mickey,
Damn.
no." I
Did
was like,
they?
"No, no, no." He ended up, like, getting out of it somehow, but, I just remember that being a really scary moment. It reminded me of the construction site drinking.
Where's Mickey now?
He's in Denmark. Yeah, I wanna go
Okay.
visit him sometime across the pond. I haven't seen him since, yeah, that year of high school whenever
You
his,
think
like
you think he's a big AY fan?
it's a good question. We follow each other on Instagram,
So he's
and
he's tapped in.
yeah, he's tapped in. I haven't talked to him in a couple years, so who knows? He, um he got on some fitness stuff, got jacked, but yeah, we shouldn't dive too far into my random Denmark friend. This is
Yeah.
really good podcast material.
Yeah.
I got this buddy who just got
He got
jacked over
jacked.
over in Denmark. You guys got to check him out.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, maybe one day we'll do a Euro trip and stop in and see him over there.
I'm excited for our string of shows this coming up the next couple
Yeah.
months.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. That's gonna be a friggin' blast, dude.
It's like you've been on the road though a bit.
A lot this year, yeah.
Does it lose its magic to you? Or are you still about it?
The shows never lose their magic. I would
Mm,
say being in a van and, like, not sleeping in your own bed loses its magic for sure.
mm,
The shows, performing, seeing the fans, doing all of that, that's a blast to me every single time.
Mhm.
But everything around touring, I think, does get really exhausting after a while. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it
Yeah.
does. I'm a quite a homebody, so
Yeah.
I tend to struggle out there, but
Yeah.
it's also, like, the biggest, like, privilege in the world to just travel around with your best friends and play songs that you made. Like, that's pretty
Yeah.
fucking sick.
Dude, like, what a freaking job. Like, oh, yeah, we're in a van with some of our best friends singing songs to people who
Yeah,
support
like,
our music. It's so
yeah,
great.
it's yeah. Um, Phoenix show, you put me in a bind there for no good reason.
I forgot about that. Yeah, yeah. Word on the street is that if we sell at the Phoenix show, you're covering the bar tab.
I think it's a heavier cap venue, correct?
Yeah, yeah, but that's fine. People will come for
Will
free
that be
drinks.
that's yeah, that's true. We gotta move tickets. If that's what's gonna move them, fuck it.
Let's go.
Rack up the tab.
Rack up the tab. We just start shuffling people in from the street saying it's like, oh, $20 entry, free
Yeah,
drinks. They're like, who the
yeah,
fuck's on stage?
yeah, yeah. I love Phoenix, man. I love Arizona.
Dude, me too. Have you ever been out to the Sedona area?
No, but I'm hip. I need
Gotta
to.
go.
I
Gotta
need
go.
to.
It's
You were just
beautiful.
there.
Yeah, last fall sometime we went out there for like a weekend and filmed a video. That was my first time there and it was yeah, dude, it was magical. It was
You
magical.
know what I like that you do? I like that you go on these, like, little music expeditions, if you will. I don't know
Yeah.
where you're going, but you just go to somewhere, a
Yeah.
congregation of people are there, and you just make music for a weekend maybe. It
Yeah.
looks like a mountainous area. I
Yeah.
like that you do that. I think that's good for the creativity.
It is, dude. We'll have to have you join us for the next one. That would be great.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Where do you normally do this?
Out around Gatlinburg has been
Okay.
Gatlinburg, Tennessee has been a common spot for us to go. There's a lot of cabins out there that are like beautiful, like great view. You can just fucking see forever. It looks like out
Yeah.
into the mountains. And it feels like I don't know. I don't know if it's the area or what, but they're also fairly priced. Like
Really?
like for how big these cabins are and how nice they are, I would expect them to be way more expensive.
Ve
And it's a good like middle ground between West Virginia and Nashville. It's like a little bit
mhm.
further for us. I think it's like a 6-hour drive and then it's like 3.5 from Nashville. So it's easy to get some of the Nashville homies to like, pop out and
Do these cabins usually have hot tubs?
oh yeah. Oh, we make sure they do.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
a big hot tub guy.
You gotta have a hot tub. It's part of the
It's
creative process.
yeah, yeah,
You ta
yeah.
you lay down a guitar line, go ahead and take a dip. Take a
Mhm,
dip in the tub,
mhm.
ease up a little bit, come back, lay the drums down.
Yeah, just cook up, just boil for a minute, you know?
Just boil. Cook yourself and then come back in and
Yeah,
cook up a little bit,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
I like doing that because it's, I don't know, dude. It's fresh inspiration. I feel like my environment around me lets me think new things or just feel new ways. I don't know how to word this, but it's almost like this room that I'm in right now. This is in my house, and it's like I can sit here and think back on like the last year or two on just like some memories that are here. It almost feels like there's a version of you that lives in a certain place. And if you go to some other place, you can like find a new version of you to explore and write about. At least that's how it feels for me.
Yeah. Do you struggle to, like, write, like, at home often? Like, if you're there for too long, do you run out of things to talk about or what you are trying to say?
Sometimes, yeah. I feel like sometimes especially when I'm making an album, I like my albums to be like this cohesive body of work that all like makes sense together and kind of shares a message. So sometimes when I'm working on that, I can make a few songs towards it and then be left in a place where it's like, I don't know what else I can say about this message that I'm trying to like build into
Mm,
this album.
mhm.
I think that whenever I don't put boundaries on the music that I'm making, like when I'm not thinking like, "Oh, I want the album to be this message and this whole idea and whatever," I don't have any problem. When I'm just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna sit down and make a fucking song," like, who cares
Yeah.
what it's about or what it's like what the meaning is?
Mhm.
I don't have any problem doing that, but I do think that when I, yeah, put, like, boundaries and I'm going for an album, I do find myself in a place where it's like, I feel like I've said everything that I wanna say, you know?
I'll give you your flowers on this, and we've actually talked about this. I was texting you about it not too long ago, but you you do have very intentional songs, and they're also so relatable. And that's the cool thing about music, because I was texting you about that song. I think it was Closure.
Mhm.
I listened to it, and I was like, "Damn, this is almost like I told you about this situation, and then you made a song about it." So that's why I was like, "What's the story behind? Like, tell me about it." And what you told me was something completely different than what
Yeah,
I had put in my head, what it meant to me. And I just think that's a very cool thing, because like it feels, it's coming from a place of like authenticity and genuineness, and like it's not just vague shit
yeah,
that's like, it feels like, holy shit, like you took the words right out of my mouth
yeah,
about how I feel about this. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, dude, I thank you. Thank you for that, I appreciate that. I try to be really intentional with it, and I do think that that causes me I do think I make less music than some of my peers, and some are like, I know some people that we're around, it seems like they churn out, like, a new song every day or 2 songs a day or 5 new songs a week, and sometimes I find myself, 2 weeks passes and I only made 1 song, but it was, like, really meaningful, like, I put thought into it. I'm trying to write songs whenever I have an idea like that, like you said, that, like, really means something to me, that I'm, like, really writing about an experience or when I, like, have something to say, you know? Rather than just being like, "Well, I gotta make a song today, so what the fuck can I come up with?" Um, so yeah, I appreciate that, dude. Appreciate that a lot. Do you feel like you get that in the production world at all? Like, do you ever feel like you're like making shit and it just is like not inspiring, or you feel like you're like running out of new shit to try, like new styles that you're working on, or it all just kind of sounds the same, or is there anything that maybe helps you like step into a new inspiration, I guess?
Yeah, there's definitely days where I'm like, it's the same. Um, like I feel like I'm just making the same version of something I've made a million times, and that can feel a bit like the walls closing in. But it's all just like creativity, because, and sometimes it's harder than others. But I try to push like sounds, like I try to swap sounds a lot and use different things that I wouldn't normally use, because that kind of gives you the ear and fresh take on something, and then that sparks that. But yeah, I try to switch it up, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I also think a lot of the songs I produce a lot for a lot of, how am I trying to say this? I work with the same artists like over and over again. And so like, if I'm working with you, I don't want to pin you to an Adam Yokum sound. I don't want to pin V Wills to the V Will sound. I don't, you know what I mean? Because like I try my best to keep it fresh and like in the lane, but not carbon copy clone every time. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Um,
absolutely. I think that's smart too, just as a producer and like building a catalog with someone over a long term, because music, like, artists are bound to change, and, like, style is bound to change,
mhm.
and I think if producers aren't open to, like, that change with them, like, they'll probably just be working with an artist for, like, an era of time rather than, years and years and years and years. Like, when I started making the kinda made a switch in my sound around, like, when I was making the Evergreen album, there was, like, a handful of producers who I was, like, trying to get them to make beats like that and, like, send me the inspiration, and it just, like, wasn't like I ended up just, like, I don't even really work with them anymore, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Yeah, dude, I think that's smart, and I think that's a really good quality of you is just to be able to stay a little detached from, well, this is what I think you should sound like, you know what I mean? It's just like working with whatever you guys are inspired to make in that moment.
Yeah, I mean, dude, me and you we have a full blown like sexy R&B song together.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
have of like a full blown soul song that we got to finish.
yeah, we
Um,
do.
but that's the shit that fires me up. I'm like, let's go. Like,
Yeah.
one time I had this I think it was Ollie came through and he was like, I want to make some shit like AC/DC. And I was like, let's fucking go. I was like,
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
that's
That's
sick.
the shit that gets me hyped because you're trying to experiment and I'm so down for it. You know what I mean? If
Mhm.
I'm trusted enough to be like, let's try something new. Yeah, hell yeah. That's like the greatest honor you could have as a producer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
So I don't know.
Dude, I remember nothing crushed my, I won't name the producer, obviously, but nothing crushed my, desire to work with this dude other than, one time I went to the studio working with a producer, and I was like, "Yeah, I wanna make this sorta," it wasn't quite AC/DC, but I played, a rock song. I think I played, I don't know if you know the band Unwritten Law? It's like a weird, ro I was like, "Dude, I wanna make something like, this is really sick." And the dude was just like, "Honestly, I don't wanna make that with you because I feel like your fans won't stream it and this is a waste of time." And I was like,
That bluntly.
"Whole" dude, that bluntly was like, I was like,
Wow.
he was like, "Your fans aren't gonna connect with this, we're just gonna, waste our time, I don't wanna do this." And I was just like, "Alright, dude, I'm fucking outta here."
Yeah.
It's
That
just,
is,
'cause it's I just, you never know what song is gonna be the moment or what song is gonna catch on with people, and it's always the best thing to do is always just act on your inspiration, regardless of genre or whatever the fuck.
dude, you gotta let it flow out. Me and Victor used to talk about this all the time. We used to do this thing where it was make a song a day. And no matter if you started it, you had to finish it because the thought process behind it was don't stop the creative idea just because you get stuck or you stop liking it or something. It's like you had this idea, flush it out, let it finish and resolve. And that way the new stuff can like flow a little bit easier. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah.
It's like kind of training um the habit of like the flowing of the ideas kind of.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's that same thing. So like if you feel inclined to tomorrow wake up and make a fucking blues fucking song, right?
You just
Chase
gotta
it.
do it.
Do it.
Yeah. You
And to
gotta
be
do
honest
it.
with you, it'll probably be fire.
Yeah.
It'll
Yeah.
probably be
Because if you
sick.
care about it and you're excited about it, you're probably gonna do a good job on it
Yeah, hell yeah. Dude,
rather than
that soul song that it's just a voice memo, I think, but
yeah.
hard.
I think it's called is it called Annie Don't? That
Annie
one?
don't. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
dude.
sick.
Yeah, that shit is sick. We gotta dive back into that. I think I'm gonna come to Nashville top of next month for, a few days, a long weekend or something, so maybe we can
Okay,
lock
yeah.
in and work on it while I'm there.
Yeah.
That would be fun. Yeah, dude, that song is a total 180 from,
But it
pretty
makes
much
sense.
anything.
It's still you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
still it makes sense to me.
Mhm. Yep, it's fun stuff. Well, what do you think? Do you think we should wrap it up here? We've been on for about an hour.
Yeah, I'm good. What
Unless you have anything else you wanna dive into, there's no we can keep
what
talking if you want.
how long do these normally run
They
for?
kinda vary. I think our shortest one was, quick 30 minutes, and our longest one was, an hour and 45, we were just
Okay. So
yabbing.
we're in the middle.
Yeah.
Now, how many of these have you done?
This, I think, is episode 35 or 36.
Out of
Somewhere in the 30s.
where do you think we rank? Where do you
As
think
far
we're
as
ranking this one? Episode 36, where do you think this ranks in the bunch?
dude, I actually have really enjoyed this conversation. There's been a couple on here that have been fucking hilarious. This is top 5 for me.
No,
Yeah.
don't blow smoke up my ass.
This is a top 5 conversation for me. I enjoy talking to you.
I mean, I'll take it. I
You
don't
don't like it?
know. No, I had a great time, but I don't know how interesting this is to listen to.
I think it's interesting. Also, it's not really like I wouldn't define this as like a music podcast, or it doesn't
Okay,
even
okay.
really have a it doesn't have a subject. I think
We're just
people
free
just come
firing.
listen to it because it's like just interesting conversation. Like, dude, me and Dylan will talk about music one day and go into like, "Well, what's publishing and da 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 da," and then the next day it'll be like, "Dude, did you know that you can cook bananas in with your,
Okay,
like, beef?" It's like it's
okay.
completely all over the
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
So,
Um, well, shit, man, this is fun. I always like talking to you. You have a very you're one of the more curious, open-minded people I know, and you're just, like, down for like, I feel like we've gotten close because we just have weird common interests that we've,
yeah,
you'll, like, send me something, I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I could get into that," or vice versa. So
yeah.
I enjoy this.
Yeah,
Um,
dude. It's been good conversation. I enjoy being curious. I feel the same way about you. Is like even if it's something that is like kind of foreign to us, we'll at least give it the chance of like, all right, let me hear about this.
yeah, hell yeah,
Let me learn a little
let's
bit
find
more about
out.
what's going on. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's
Um,
good. Happy to have you on here. We'll have to run another episode when Dylan's back. Maybe it would be cool to have all three of us on here. Have you met Dylan?
have I? Where does
I
he
don't
live in
know.
West Virginia?
He's no, he lives in LA. He's my manager. He's also an artist himself, and he co-hosts this podcast with me. So we're involved in a bunch of shit together. But I'm actually thinking about it now. You probably have
I
not
don't
met him.
I don't think I have, but he sounds like a beauty.
Yeah, good
Sounds like
dude.
a great
So
dude.
we'll run up another episode
Hey,
soon.
I'm always down to be a recurring guest.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck it.
Friend of the podcast, JLaker.
Long time listener, first time participant.
Let's go. All right. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Appreciate y'all listening. Joey, appreciate you coming on here.
Go. Appreciate
Good
you.
stuff.